Hey guys, I'm Sage Valentine and I'm back here to review another episode of CBS's Big Brother, Season 20, episode number 22, so let's just get down to it. Everything seems to be going well for Tyler. Everything seems to be going his way, and if I know this game from watching it this long, and I do, eventually his good luck will run out. Now, he may not use that cloud app or have to use it if a couple of his alliance members end up winning HOH back-to-back. But he will when level 4 becomes the dominant in the house. And when he does, his fellow alliance members are going to be pissed at him. And all of a sudden, that allegiance they have to him will disappear. And if he ends up being one of the final two, whoever he's up next to will win. And there are a lot of people who say, well, you know, a lot of you fans are bitter because you're not Tyler fans. And we're all Tyler fans and you just don't like him because your faves are doing bad. I have no faves in this game. I've been saying this for the past 21 reviews. I have no faves in this game at all. I just tell y'all how it is. And the way it looks, it's not always going to go Tyler's way, because once he has to use that cloud app, it is a wrap. And a lot of people on social media are completely upset with production because they think that production is messing with things and making it so that it'll be an easy ride for Tyler to the final 3. Me personally, I don't know what is going on, but I do know change is coming. And it's coming very, very soon. Right now, it's anybody's game to win. But unfortunately, it looks like Rockstar is going to be sitting pretty next to Bailey in the jury house. And I knew that was going to happen the moment that both of them were put on the block next to each other. I knew why they wanted to keep Rockstar. And it wasn't because Bailey was a crappy person or she was a horrible player. It was because they knew they could use Rockstar as a pawn. And I really truly believe, and this comes from me watching the feeds in the beginning of the season, that level 4 always knew that Rockstar was on to them. And Rockstar had the tendency to talk to Caitlyn a lot. She talked to JC, so her ideas went from her mouth to their ears to their mouths to level, at the time it was level 7, or was it level 6, level something. Either way, they found out that she knows things and she's putting 2 and 2 together. And really, like she said, she is the easy mark. And you know, it was weird hearing Fessy say something about her making a stupid move and all this stuff. Fessy, the same person who broke the HOH bathroom vanity sink by sitting on it. Fessy, who's been listening to JC for how long? Fessy that was almost dragged into, and he might still be, pulled into an all-male alliance away from Haley, Bailey, and Rockstar, as if that would be beneficial to him because he would end up being at the bottom. Yeah, I was side-eyeing him throughout his entire little session as he was throwing shade at Rockstar like he wasn't one of the first people kicked out of the competition. He hasn't won an HOH at this point, and he's so into Haley, and I feel like Haley likes him, but she's just not that into him. But let's get down to this review. I'm Sage Valentine, and welcome to my review of CBS's Big Brother Season 20, episode number 22. So Haley is the HOH. Angela and Rockstar are the nominees, thanks to the hacker, because the hacker took down Casey and put up Rockstar, and the hacker's really Casey. Rockstar is super upset. I'm not surprised. She says they think that she's weak and being underestimated. Yep, that's the only reason why they decided to keep her over Bailey, because to them, Bailey was smarter. Bailey put 2 and 2 together, and Bailey was the brains of the operation because once they cut off the head, the legs have been scrambling for the past couple days. Haley says she has to make sure that Rockstar doesn't leave on her HOH. Well, that's going to happen. Casey says she put up Rockstar on the block because Rockstar won't win veto. And she has to make sure that no one figures out that she's a hacker. You know, Casey was throwing shade at Rockstar for not winning any competitions, as if Casey actually won competitions. It's pretty funny how all of these people in this house who are self-proclaimed athletes have yet to win a competition. And I'm not talking about Scotty, because Scotty is more of a nerd athlete. I'm talking about like Angela, who just recently won HOH, but it wasn't a physical competition, and Casey, who won this hacker app, but she couldn't win all those physical competitions that the house has been playing for the past couple weeks. Come on now. Rockstar has been pretty close to winning, and she's not weak. They really should be looking at the players who aren't really trying to win things, like Brett and JC. You could say Sam, but Sam is going through something mentally. But then they could also still say Sam. Those three players are the most dangerous players in the house right now, because they're not winning anything and they're barely doing anything in the house other than emotional manipulation. Casey says she'll pick Tyler to play in the veto. Tyler's sitting pretty, because Tyler's like, I could win the veto, save Angela, and keep my cloud app. For now. So Casey's talking to Brett, and she finally tells him that she won the veto. Brett has been infiltrating the other side. He thinks they're all stupid, but they're not. You can't go by the edit. They're not stupid. They know what Brett is doing. And Brett's just like, you know what? Level 4 can steamroll their way to the end. Yeah. And that's hoping all 4 of you make it to the end. Because if you think JC and Sam are going to allow the 4 of you to make it to the final 4 intact, you got another thing coming. And we have yet to see JC win a competition. It would be hilarious if he popped up and all of a sudden won a comp, and then Sam won a comp, and somehow, some way Brett wins something. It's going to be an insane next couple weeks. I really believe Big Brother is going to up the drama, and things are going to happen that we did not expect to happen. So Rockstar was side-eyeing Casey because she's figuring out that Casey is the possible hacker, which is another reason why I believe level 4 wants her out of the house, because Rockstar is very, very observant. No matter what happens, as far as the veto competition is concerned, Casey is going to go up on the block. That is the plan that Haley has. And Casey has kind of been smirking around the house, so if she didn't want anybody to know she had the hacker app, that whole smirk thing gave it away. Really bad acting. And I can't remember who it was who said it, because this was happening during a conversation between Fessy, Haley, and Rockstar. They said that Casey's probably faking it so she won't be a backdoor option. You know what? It was Rockstar who said that. Sam isn't doing well. And she says she doesn't trust Tyler, and she feels like he's not being genuine. And they show Tyler trying to cheer her up, and they try to make it seem like Tyler's on her side and he's here for her. He's not. Tyler is leading the charge to get her out of the house, and level 4 is like she's playing the house by acting all emotional, and that could be possible. But it also could be possible that this whole game is getting to her. And Sam says that her gut told Tyler that she is a snake. Is it her gut that told her that, or is that production that told her that? I think the latter, not the former. Tyler is doing what he can so that she won't out him, meaning he's like sticking by her and he's being all nice to her so she won't out him. But I really think eventually, if he pisses her off enough, she will. So Tyler's talking to Haley, and he tells her he's not the hacker, and Haley says that she thinks that it's Casey. And she says if Rockstar goes home this week or to the jury house, she's going to feel stupid. Well, she's going to feel stupid this week. Haley's like, listen, if I can backdoor Tyler this week, I'm going to do it. So right now I need to keep Tyler safe and sound. Tyler's like, I know she's lying to me and she's going to try to backdoor me, but I can always use my Cloud app. So let's get down to this fight between Casey and Rockstar. Really, Casey is the one that has the most to lose in this fight, and here's why. Regardless of whether or not Rockstar talked to her all week, or if Rockstar decided to blow up on her, Rockstar is going to be the one sent to the jury house. Casey, on the other hand, is trying to keep the fact that she's the hacker on the down low. And by reacting like that, she fell into the trap. She's being extremely defensive. If she is not the hacker, then why is she being nasty and cursing? She could have said, you know what, it is messed up that they did that. I'm sorry, Rockstar, and moved on. She basically gave herself away in reacting to everything that Rockstar was saying, which, if you think about it, the things that Rockstar was saying were not directly pointed towards her. She was saying it in general. And Rockstar thinks that her nomination is a bitch-ass move. And in my opinion, game-wise, it's the easiest move to do to not get blood on your hands. But there are bigger targets in the house than Rockstar. If Rockstar is truly a patsy and easy and she can't win anything, wouldn't it behoove them, one of my teachers used to use that word a lot, so I like using it from time to time, wouldn't it behoove them to nominate a huge threat or a semi-threat? Like put up JC or something. Or put up Scotty or something. But why Rockstar? This is why I believe that Rockstar is being put up, because she is putting 2 and 2 together. And if Bailey was the brain, then Rockstar was the medulla oblongata in the hive. So right when that fight started to die down, Haley came out of the diary room and said it was time for them to pick players to play in the veto competition. And the hacker picked Tyler, and Tyler said he's going to win so that level 4 won't lose a number. Rockstar picked Fessy, and Angela picked Casey. Level 4, well, the 3 of them, because I think Brett was somewhere talking to the hive, they hope that Fessy doesn't win the veto. And basically in the veto competition, it'll be 3 from the hive and 3 from level 4. Whoever loses a number this week. And if I remember correctly, Tyler was like, we're not going to be the ones to lose a number for now. Casey said that Rockstar is a freak athlete. It's pretty funny coming from an IKEA couch who did nothing except eat and lie around for the most part, and floated her way to this point in the game, and it just so happens that she won this competition, which was a pretty easy competition. And there will probably be people who will comment underneath this video and say, well, you know, Casey's a better player than Rockstar. How? I don't know how being a floater is a great position to be in Big Brother at this point, because she hasn't really done much, and to throw shade at somebody who's been trying to win competitions and not throwing them, it's pretty shady. So we get down to the veto competition, and it's Otev, a skunk version of Otev, a skunk version of Otev who apparently has a cold or something. And the whole competition was weird. Skunk Otev was creepy and gross, and he kept sneezing on people, and he farted at one point, and I'm just like, ew. I'll take the player's words for how smelly Otev's farts probably were, and the fact that they were green was even grosser. So Rockstar made a very big mistake in that she checked her answer with Tyler. And apparently Tyler had the wrong answer, and he turned around and he ran back down and got the right answer. And that's how Haley got eliminated from the competition, because it was down to Haley, Rockstar, and Tyler. And Fessy was throwing shade at her, and I'm like, and this was like in his diary room session, I'm like, Fessy, aren't you trusted JC? Aren't you chasing after Haley and really kind of being a bit aggressive towards Haley? And Haley has been giving you all the signs to slow down, chill out, stop being so all up on her so they don't get put on the block as a showmance. But the fact is, hearing Fessy of all people throwing shade, I don't know what he's thinking. But even if Haley gets voted out and he's the last one left, he's going right after Haley. And I guess he thinks that that male alliance involving Brett still has life. No. If it does, he'll be at the bottom of that alliance. And I don't know how many people watch the feeds, but if you do, you would know that JC is using Fessy and talks about Fessy basically to his face and says that he's stupid all the time. And Fessy's still listening to him, still hanging around him. Quiet as it's kept, I think that JC is the reason why Fessy is iffy with the Hive and iffy with Haley and the girls at this point. So in the end, Rockstar accidentally, in the next round, grabbed the wrong bottle and Tyler won the veto. So Tyler's safe. He still has his power app and he can keep his girl Angela safe. So Haley and Fessy are pissed. Haley says she needs to put up a bigger target than Rockstar. I'm shaking my head like there's no bigger target to put up against Rockstar. None whatsoever. So Haley and Fessy are pissed. Haley says she needs to put up a bigger target than Rockstar on the block. I'm like, there is no one in the house that she could nominate who would end up being evicted over Rockstar. The Hive is just a mess. Every time it seems like they take one step forward, they end up taking 2 steps back. So they get down to the veto meeting, and Tyler, of course, used the veto to save Angela. And Tyler said, you know what, Haley, you became the hacker. You put me on the block. You canceled my vote, and I'm not going to give you your way this week. So Casey ends up being the replacement nominee. And it's Haley's only option. And Tyler says in the diary room, sorry, Rockstar. Haley came for me and I had to come for you. Now all I have to do is solidify the votes to make sure that she stays. And so far, Casey is going to stay. Haley says if Rockstar leaves this week on her HOH, she's going to be upset. Well, she's going to be upset. Casey is able to cancel out one of the votes. And if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. I think she's going to cancel out Sam's vote. But again, I could be wrong. And Rockstar says expect the expected, but she's not going to give up. The one cool thing about Big Brother 20 is that the drama and the messiness has been consistent. The only downside about this season is the fact that we're watching Tyler get everything that he wants. And I miss the days of the game where the people who got what they wanted eventually ended up having to pay the piper. And if they made it to the final 2 or the final 3, it didn't turn out their way, kind of like in life. But you know how it goes. So I'll be back tomorrow to review episode number 23. I'll be back on Sunday to review episode number 24. As for Wednesday, I may end up uploading that review a little bit later, probably close to like Thursday morning, because Mr. Mercedes is coming on and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do all of this. But just keep your eyes peeled for that review, but it will be up, and Thursday's review will be up on time. But you all take care, and I'm glad that I filmed this. And now It's 9:42 and I can just sit here, upload this, and wait for the center to start. I love you guys. Take care. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. What's going on in the house. Who you think tongue-tied. Who you think will win Big Brother, and how you think the double eviction will go, and who will win HOH. It's anybody's game at this point. But anyway, guys, love you guys. See you again tomorrow. Bye, guys. Love you all. Bye.